You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Brooks Running has a new shoe for you runners out there. Did you hear that? Better turn up your volume. In fact, turn it up to the max. Introducing the all-new Ghost Max. It's got all kinds of things to make your knees and ankles feel protected, like Max Cushion, Max Soft Landings with DNA Loft V2 foam, and Max Smooth Rides with their Glide Roll Rocker. Feel better on your run with Ghost Max. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on clickbaiting video games. What is a clickbaiting video game? A clickbaiting video game is a game, so they'll have it where the cover is like, they'll show all this like action and crazy stuff is going on, and it's like a pinball video game or something. But that's the thing though, like sometimes, games will have it in the title, what it is and things. So yeah, it'll say like World War One pinball or something. But then there are some games out there that won't tell you that. They won't say it's World War One pinball. They'll just have it where it's World War One. Have it where when you're looking at the cover, you're like, oh, this game look like it's gonna be crazy. Then you buy it, and hopefully it's like on a website. I think all websites are ran like that now, but hopefully it's on a website where you could get a refund. Because if you're just seeing it on just randomly and things, like you just scrolling through Steam or scroll. But that's the thing though, with a lot of these games nowadays, they have like pictures and previews that you can look at. So a lot of them aren't really clickbait, but there are some games out there, especially on Xbox, because I know there's been times where I've came across games and they have it where you won't see no pictures or no videos. You just got to buy the game and figure out that, oh, wait a minute, this isn't what I'm like the game that I was seeing in the picture and stuff. So yeah, a lot of the times like they'll do things like that, make it seem like there's all this action and stuff going on. Then when you actually play it, it ain't that. And so that's why I think a lot of the times, like, companies, they need to get called out for doing stuff like that, because I'm not trying to buy a game and I'm thinking it's one thing and it's a completely different thing. That's messed up. It's pretty much false advertisement when you think about it. But dang, there's a game I'm looking through, so I'm trying to like multitask, and I'm trying to and it's free. There's a game on here right now on Steam, and it's overwhelmingly negative. This game came out a couple of months ago. Dang, that is bad. That's bad when a game is overwhelmingly negative. But I'm saying people is thinking like, oh, okay, but even besides like stuff like that where they'll make it seem like it's one game and another, but it's not. So another thing that companies will do is that they'll promise all these things, but the game don't have them. So, like, for an example, there's this one boxing game. Well, so I think what their thing is that they're currently the game right now is in early access. So they're probably waiting a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, how long is this game going to be in early? I get like, it's going to be in early access for a minute. But at the same time, it's like when you promote all this stuff in the game, right? You have all this time to be working on this game, and then there's only like a couple of things that's available in the game. I'll be talking on is this boxing game called Undisputed. They have been promoting that game. Let me see if I could go to my YouTube channel and see when I very first started reacting to that video, because no, I was like, they had been talking on that game for a while now. So nope, maybe if I type up boxing, then I might be able to find it. Nope, I'm not seeing. Wait, no, here it is. So no, but I feel like I've been reacting to it long before then. They said the first time it was like official game, or maybe if I I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Yeah, why? Alright, so it looks like the last time, or the first few times I might have talked on this game was in 2021. But okay, alright, so even if it was like all the way back then and stuff, you mean to tell me that in 2020, from 2021 all the way up until when did this game come out? I feel like it was long before 2021 when I started talking on this game. But I guess if it had been that, that time and stuff. But the game came out, what is it, like towards the end of last year, this year? Oh no, so it was in the beginning of this year. That's when this game came out. So you mean to tell me you guys had pretty much 2 years, all right, to just, come up with something, even if it was like 2 years or a little over 2 years, or even like, but the thing is this, you had all this time to work on this stuff just for like, I think when this game came out, they had where you could just do like some exhibition fights and some challenge fights, and then I think online was messing up. So yeah, it's like when you put out that, like, and that's the thing where they obviously don't want to say things like that, where it's like, oh yeah, when the game comes out, it's gonna have, they'll tell you like, oh yeah, it's gonna have like some slight issues, but they're not gonna tell you like, oh, online is gonna be messing up, we don't know when it's gonna be fixed, or there's only going to be a couple of, well, I think they did say it's only going to be a couple of things, but I'm saying though, it's like what I'm trying to say is that you guys had 2 years to come out with more things to this game. Because it trips me out how like there could be other games out there, right? They have like very to little no promotion. They come out day one, they have all this gear, and then 2 years later you see where they got a bunch of other stuff. For an example, the one video game where I'm like, bro, I don't know how the promotion was for that game. Let me look up to see if they have like some trailers and stuff. But they're coming. No, I don't think that ain't real. I don't think that's real. It looked like it could be real. It was like a TV series. Oh, if that is real, there was like, it's gonna be a TV series based off of the It movies with Pennywise and stuff. So okay, let me see. Yeah, they got like trailers from like not too long ago. But no, this game's been out a lot longer than that. Let me see if I go to oldest Warframe first look. Okay, Warframe. So yeah, I'll have to like check, but I feel like when this game had came out, Warframe, I don't know, maybe it's because that's the recent game I've been playing a lot, so I know a lot of people gonna be like, bro, you was really, and like you're hearing this at a later time, like on YouTube, because I know it's gonna take me some time to post this on there. I know people gonna be like, bro, you was really addicted to Warframe at one point. I don't know if by the time when I do post this, I'll still be playing it, but yeah, man, I'm like, Warframe, that's my game right now. I'm like, it's a little hard trying to bring me away from that game, but anyways, but no, I'm saying like when that game came out and all the content that it had, and I'm saying like that was like day one, and now you got it where it's like 10 years later, this game got the original missions that you still got to get through, then the additional missions that they've added throughout the years, then they got a whole new campaign mode, then they got multiplayer, then they got all this other stuff. I'm saying Warframe, in my opinion, is one of the biggest games out there, and you mean to tell me that there's games where it's like, you would think in this day and age where it's like they try to put out this narrative that it's like, oh, gaming or developing video games is a lot easier and stuff, and if they're not, then it's like, bro, you need to tell people these things before they go and jump out and buy a game. Like, for an example, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the last Call of Duty Modern, not the new, old Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. When that came out, they didn't tell people that, the game is gonna be jacked up when it actually releases. So they made sure of it. They sucked people in on buying it like a week or two. 2 weeks beforehand. and then yeah, made sure of it that nobody couldn't get their money backs, and you're pretty much stuck with the video game. Now I know, like, when they start talking on things like that, no, I'm waiting until release date to buying that game, or maybe sometime afterwards. I'm gonna be making sure I do my research, everything possible on that game to make sure of it, that I'm not wasting my money. Because if I had known then what I know now about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, yeah, I wouldn't even have fooled with that game. Like, I had just been like, okay, well, I'll probably download it in case some friends want to play Warzone. But other than that, I just know now that I cannot buy anymore unless it's on sale for like $5. But other than that, I'm like, no, it ain't worth it. I'm like, it's not worth it spending those $70-something, or if not more than that, on a video game just for a video game to not work properly. I don't care what next Call of Duty they come out with. They ain't gonna trick me like how they did last time. I'm like, nah, can't do that. So, but anyways, but yeah, that, like, you'll have it where there be games that'll come out, right? Games will come out, they'll do like a early access release or something, so you have to like buy like a more expensive version of the video game, make it seem like that, oh yeah, you know. And that's the thing where it's like, you know, like, some people ain't gonna be paying attention to what's, you know, they just see that Call of Duty is releasing early, so they're gonna be thinking, oh well. And then what's messed up, it's like, if they buy the game like on disc or something, and then like, you know, they buy it from a store that don't do refunds, then, you know, I know a lot of stores do, but it's like, depending on the video game, yeah, I think. And then if you buy it digitally, it's, yeah, the best advice that I could give people is to go out, get you a gaming PC, or if it is possible, because I think Xbox and PlayStation, they do have like refund policies on there and stuff. Let me check real quick. Does Xbox have refunds? We provide digital game product refunds as part of a consistent and reliable buying experience. However, if it appears refunds are being abused, we reserve the right to stop offering refunds except where legally required. So, okay, so they're like, you just can't be going crazy with it. But yeah, overall, but that's the thing. I'm like, bro, if I buy some games and they're all trash, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I want my refund. So, what about PlayStation? After purchase, wait, no, hold on. That's not what I was looking for. Is it gonna say the same thing? So after purchasing a subscription through PlayStation Store, you have 14 days to request a refund. However, we may reduce your refund amount based on how much you have used the service. I'm not talking about no service. I'm talking about like a video game. So it's, I imagine it's probably the same thing on there too. Oh no, they actually have like a whole section for it. Okay, so yeah, I assume, yeah, PlayStation, they got their refund thing going on. But yeah, it's like, but you know, at a point in time, I don't feel like that they always did. I feel like you buy the game digitally, you were stuck with it and stuff. And I feel like that, yeah, it wasn't up until when Steam, when they had came out with their refund thing, then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, now I can get my money back when the game is not good and stuff. Because I don't know how many times I didn't have to get a refund for a game that wasn't good. Because no, a lot of times, like, you buy a game and then it'll be like glitchy or buggy, or, you know, like, this stuff is missing, this stuff, or this content is missing. They have it where it's like all these different things that ain't in the game, and that's the reason why I done bought the game. And so, but no, even with Call of Duty, it was like they have it where they did this early access thing, right? So with the early access thing, they had it where you can play campaign. Campaign, it took me maybe about 2 weeks to play. Maybe if I played it all right then and there, then, or, well, what I should have done is waited maybe a day or two before the game fully released, played through the campaign, played through multiplayer. Then once I realized that, you know, multiplayer and all that stuff was messing up, then I probably would have asked for my money back. But no, so they had it where the game came out like 2 weeks early. So so that's the thing. That's like so they have it on like Steam where you got 2 weeks to get a refund and you got 2 hours of gameplay to get a refund. So if you exceed beyond those 2 weeks and those 2 hours, then yeah, you can't get your refund. So they made sure of it that campaign, that's gonna take like 5 hours to beat. Like, that's how long it took me and stuff. And then of course it was like it took me 2 weeks because I was more so playing the game during my streams. So I might stream the game for like maybe 30-40 minutes, however, and stuff. But yeah, overall, it was like, you know, I was just playing the game thinking, oh, okay, you know, campaign is fun. Campaign seemed like it's working good. So yeah, the rest of the game should be working good. Nope. Not at all. It was not. That was not the case. So the game fully releases. I go into to play the co-op mode on there because I'm not really a big fan of like PvP and stuff. So, but I'll play it from time to time and things. But anyways, so I go and play the co-op mode. Co-op mode is buggy. Okay, whatever. Then it eventually got to a point where the game wasn't even starting up anymore. So I had to uninstall Steam. Then I went to go download the game on Battle.net to see if it was working on there, and it wasn't working on there. So I had to uninstall Battle.net. Then I had to reinstall those programs along with every other game that I had installed, because it ain't like, oh, I'm just gonna only have Call of Duty installed and that's it. No, I had multiple games installed. So I had to reinstall all the games on both Battle.net, I think it was like Black Ops Cold War, and that was about it. So yeah, that and all the games that I had on Steam, and then the game started working. I shouldn't even have to do that. So that's why I was like, nah, bro, this game, something ain't right. I ain't fooling with it. Nope, game broke. And I played it maybe for a little bit because, it was like, yeah, friends, they wanted to play it. But other than that, the one friend that was playing it with me, she ended up deleting the game. So I was like, hey, well, I really don't see no need for playing it right now. I'll probably jump in from time to time and play it. But other than that, I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to go out and play Call of Duty. I'm like, nope. I had kind of like a moment where, like the, what is it? There is the one mode that I was playing. It's like a PvPvE mode. And, dang, what's the name of that mode? It's like, bro, I was playing so much of it. MW2 PvPvE mode. Does MW2 rank, Tarkov? Yeah, it was like Tarkov, will be free to play, what is the name of that mode? It's like you try to look for something, then it's like they act like that they don't want to have the name for it and stuff. And I'm like, bro, come on, man. What is MW2 invasion mode? It's based in. Nope, that ain't it. Confirmed game modes explained. Let me see if they have it here, cause that's just crazy how I'm like, I forgot that mode. Why is it that when I'm like, just have the name of the modes, bro? It's like they got all this others, DMZ. Okay, there we go. Like, that's all they needed to have. And I'm like, they got like all these other things. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody looking for that. So, but anyway, Google search at times. I'm like, man, what do you think I'm saying? I'm speaking English. You think the thing with the tech English, it'll start just showing some old random stuff. So, but anyways, I must warn you guys, for any, new gamers or old gamers, be careful with the games that you buy, because, a lot of these games, they be clickbaiting y'all. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you guys, and peace.